ready to go. I am ready to go. This call will not be long. For those of you guys, hopefully everybody plugs into the gold standard coaching call. That should be mandatory. And so if you miss a call, miss this one. Don't miss the 10 o'clock, miss this one. If I hadn't ever said it that way, then there you go. I did post on GroupMe all of the leaders that are registered for Orlando, and we're going to grow that list. I really want to grow that list over the next month to over 50. And so because there aren't 50 people that plug into this call. I think we've got a lot of people on our team that have been with us for a long, long time. And, they're just kind of, they do their thing. And, hey, I want them to do their thing. I want them to do their thing forever. But I do understand that Orlando is a great location. It's an easy in and out. Okay. We're actually having the conference at the airport. I was talking to Barry Clarkson recently, and Barry said, well, listen, we don't want people hanging out in Disney for a week. Okay. We got to get them in and out. So we're having it at the airport. And so quick in and out, excited that it's there. And so I love our conferences in Orlando. So I'll actually read your name off here in just a second, but wanted to give a shout out to the leaderboard. And I know that we had two more brand new writers than what I've got on here. So maybe JK2 can put them in the chat. But we had 32 agents this past week go out and help at least one family. So 32 field underwriters protected 84 families for $125,686 in production dollars that we sent to our awesome carriers. And so let's see here. I'm going to highlight the top 10. Steve Houston, 2 families. Lisa Kurtz, 2 families. Jimmy Treats Jr., 3 families. Jessica Farrell, 5 families. Dontre Posey, 3 families. Derek Uwazi, 5 families. JK2, 5 families. Jason, what can Brown do for you? 12 families. That's pretty awesome. Patty D, 7 families. And leading our week, I was so proud to see it on the big Equus leaderboard. Mr. Casey Gregory, 8 families help for $22,484. Guys, that's a week. That's not a month. Guys, 22,000 submit is pretty it's respectable for a month. Okay. I know you top producers, you guys are always targeting 30 and 40,000. I understand that. I was there, but $22,000 in a week. I just think that's pretty awesome. So way to go, Casey. We're actually going to hear from Casey in just a second. But do want to highlight the names. Again, these are people that are already registered. So way to go. Like, thank you for your example. Thank you for going ahead and making your commitment. Thank you for going ahead and registering. And so let's see here. We've got Johnny Kim Kite. Glad we're going to be there. Casey and Anne-Marie Gregory, Lisa Kurtz, Will Kurtz, Chris Bittinger, Elaine Capron, Sturgis Kidder, Jessica Farrell, Orlando Melendez, Randy Hinder, Josh Bishop, Constance Diane, and Brooke Pancoast, which if I know Brooke, she's going to make sure Denny's there with her. So Denny's got to be there too. Okay. All righty. Let's get started for today. Hey, so Friday Leaders Call, I thought our Friday Leaders Call is 9 a.m., okay, prior to Barry Clarkson at 10 o'clock. So on Mondays, we follow the gold standard call. On Fridays, we go before it, okay? So this past Friday's Leaders Call was the first Leaders Call that really started to shape up with what I want on Fridays. And what I want on Fridays is the best sales training ever. Okay, I want it to be the best sales training. Okay, so we get our top leaders on. They're all unmuted. They all have the ability to say, hey, this is what I want to share this week. These are some things that I'm seeing that are going really good. These are some things that need improving on. So we have transparent leadership conversation about Cornerstone. Okay. But this past Friday, we started to get a lot of buy-in from the younger agents. Okay. And so we actually had some really good Q&A. So, listen, that's what I want for Fridays, like ongoing. I want Fridays to kind of be that relaxed day. I want it to kind of, for a lot of you guys, you're wrapping up your week on Fridays. I know for some of you part-time people, you may just kind of be getting it ramped up, but I just loved it. I thought it was awesome, and I thought it was awesome teaching. So this team, okay, I'm gonna cover this. Then we're going to do a couple things, then we're going to wrap up. So this team, okay, we want your best. Okay, so here's your best, whatever your goals are. So you got your life insurance license, and you joined Equus Financial, you joined the Cornerstone Group, you joined Integrity Marketing Group, you joined it for a reason, okay? One of the things that I say is that people don't join Weight Watchers to stay fat. Okay, not that I'm calling you like fatty 2x4. I'm not like, if you join Weight Watchers, you join Weight Watchers for a reason. Okay, so if I join Weight Watchers, which I feel like I'm always on the verge of being a really good candidate to join. So if when you join Weight Watchers, you join because it's like, hey, so I want to change my body. I want to get healthier, whatever. Okay, so when people get their life insurance license and they join the Cornerstone Group, in my mind's eye, they're joining that for a reason. Specifically, it's to improve their lives financially. Okay, so we've got a great plan to help you improve your life financially. I think it's the greatest thing in the world to be able to go out and protect families with simplified issue / non-med simplified issue life insurance, where you're getting paid like really, really quick. I just think it's a cash flow. It's a dream to be able to create some really good, solid, quick cash flow. So we need your best. Okay. What do you feel like you need? Now, I'm not doing this yet, but I'm really close to setting a call up Monday mornings at 9:00. As a matter of fact, I may do it just to like, okay, let me just do it this coming Monday. But I'm going to log on to this channel, the Cornerstone Virtual Office, and I'm probably going to be in a hoodie. I'm probably not even going to be showered, okay? Because Monday morning, I love doing my run. And this is 15, 20 minutes. I'm not going to be on for an hour. But I'm toying around with the idea of logging on and doing kind of like a next steps call. Being that I want any agent out there that has questions about their contracting, their getting started process, their whatever questions newer agents have, it's just kind of a time where like, okay, I'm going to jump on for 15 minutes. So instead of trying to field 30 and 40 calls during the week, like, hey, jump on Monday mornings, ask me your question. What's going on? What questions do you have about your business? Your contracts, they've been filled out, sent in, hadn't gotten anything back. Your leads, you have questions about lead types, questions about the closing ratio of the lead, have a question about anything under the sun pertaining to this business is what I want to answer. So maybe some of you leaders can give me some feedback if you think that call is necessary. But that would probably be Monday morning or maybe even early Saturday morning. I don't want to keep feeling like I'm leaving out the part-timers. But I'd rather do it Monday morning than Saturday. But if I have to do it Saturday, then I can do it that way, or I can do it Sunday evenings. We can talk about that. But do you feel like there's a need for that type of a quick call? Ethos Virtual Office Workstation. Okay, this is huge. Hey guys, wake up just really quick. Ethos Workstation. Casey Gregory right now is heading up our only virtual office with Ethos leads. We want several. And so as you guys start to like find your rhythm with the Ethos leads, we'd love for you to set up a virtual office. We love to give our agents multiple people to plug into to watch them effectively work the Ethos leads. So Casey Gregory, great job last week. I feel like I'm just starting to get, or I feel like this team is starting to get some really good traction. I see other people that are succeeding. As a matter of fact, I don't know, is Eva Mathis, is she on today? She may not be, and that's okay, but she is. Eva, can I unmute you? Hey, Eva, how are you?
I'm fine, JK. Thank you for asking.
Hey, so you've written a couple of Ethos apps.
I did.
So is that something? So did you just make the decision to start working Ethos leads, or had you been working them for a while? What's your story on that?
I have actually been working Ethos for a while. I've had lots and lots of appointments set. I've had lots and lots of no-shows. I have learned from my
Win the crowd.
illustrious from my illustrious leader, go next. Don't worry about them. The success will come. And stop being disappointed in the fact that people aren't showing up. That's just the way it goes. You just kind of have to keep dialing. And I've just been doing that. I have even more in the pipeline for this week, but it's been a journey, but it's well worth it, and I know I'll have more success if I keep doing what I'm being trained to do.
Eva, what is whose team are you on?
Casey,
Casey Greg. Okay,
yes.
so you've probably been watching Casey work for a while now.
Oh yeah, I'm on CVO as much as I can get on the CVO.
Well,
I am a part timer, remember, but yeah, every time, every opportunity, every day, I'm watching him master this thing.
Well, and it seems like, yeah, I did know that you were a part timer, but I will tell you, Eva, it's awesome because it's like you're on every call, you're plugged in,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I really love agents that make the decision to plug in, because agents that plug in, their best days are ahead of them. Okay, when agents stop plugging in and they start isolating themselves, I see more people go die on the island of isolation than I do survive. Okay. Isolation is that place where most people go to die. Okay.
Mm.
So thank you for plugging in. So has there been any like thing other than what you just said that you think's been a key to maybe turning around and starting to actually write a few applications with your Ethos leads?
Just the consistency of it all. I think if I just keep doing it for the time that I have to do it, the success will come. I'm not. I've stopped being discouraged. Initially, I was. It's like, oh my gosh, I was so frustrated. I want to just bust the phone on the floor. But it's just a matter of being consistent and doing what works for the people that are successful, just following the lead.
Yeah. Love that. Well, Eva, congratulations. So
Thank you.
excited for you, and excited to see what happens here in the month of January.
Yeah, thank you. I've got my goals written down so that it's just not a wish. If it's written down, I know it's going to happen.
You got it. Okay. So back to my list. I've got a few quick things here. So number one, this team. Okay, this team wants your best. Okay. What do we have to do to help get your best? Number two, the Ethos Virtual Office Workstation, plug in. Now, why does it seem like I'm promoting Ethos more than anything else? Only because of the cost of lead. Okay. Okay. Now, am I a big fan of mortgage protection? Listen, I built my whole career on mortgage protection. I feel like I've built my great grandchildren's wealth on mortgage. I love mortgage protection. Okay. So if you feel like you want to go in the direction of mortgage protection versus ethos, then fantastic. We've got a virtual office set up that actually Claudia's running, where she's running more of a mortgage protection mindset. Jason Brown he's on our top of our leaderboard every week, and mortgage protection is all Jason's working. But the reason why you'll hear me promote ethos more than any other lead type is because we need traction for newer people. And for newer people, they just tend to gravitate to a lower investment. So right now, ethos would be your huckleberry. Okay, debt elimination and referrals. Okay, as you guys see, Patrick De Lorenzo serving our team, massive, huge, like, love what he's done with Jessica Farrell. You'll see this come out probably in the next couple of weeks, but I actually just recorded a retirement solutions podcast with 2.0 and Pete Lee. And I had a great time talking about retirement solutions in advanced markets. I had a great time talking about my vision for this team and where I want this team to go. Guys, we need more advanced markets specialists to step up, okay? And if you feel like that's you, I'd love to have a conversation. But I will tell you that the key in succeeding as a specialist is to have a track record of success. Okay. For those of you guys who knew Patrick De Lorenzo back before he became a specialist, where he said, hey, you can refer people and I'll help you close them on a 50-50 split. Before he did that, he had a lot of success. And so people trusted, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. So debt elimination, referrals. Number 4, we want strong, self-sufficient leaders serving in every community in the United States. Okay, so if you look for my vision for Cornerstone Group, that's it. I want a Cornerstone branded agent in every single community in the United States. Now, is that a big goal? That's a huge goal, but that's my goal. That's my vision. And I think what we're doing on Tuesday nights, I think if you guys will just simply commit to plugging in on Tuesday nights, that's number 1. Because as you hear the opportunity every single week, I promise you something will start to change in your mind, because people that grow, they're on a different frequency than people that don't grow. And guys, that's not really saying anything different than what we say a lot, which is association is the most powerful force in the universe. Why is association the most powerful force in the universe? Because we become like people we associate with. When we associate with people, good and bad, we grow or fall to their wavelength. Y'all understand that? And I will tell you, negative is way more powerful than positive. Okay, so that I didn't really want to give a commercial for association, but maybe I did that for somebody out there. Okay, number 5, this team. The success gurus of the world out there will make you think achievement will fulfill you. It won't. The success gurus of the world will make you think that you'll be judged based on your achievement. You won't. Now, is that poo-poo an achievement? No, not at all. But I just want, for this team, I want to be cognizant of standing on truth. And I want you guys to know that you'll be judged based on your faith, not your achievement. I want you to know that what's going to fulfill you will be living in faith. When you're in faith, you're excited. because you're hoping for something that you don't see. It's physical evidence of things that you're hoping for. It's like it's like a kid going into Christmas. So one of the saddest things in the world is to see a person of faith not living in faith. And it's very easy to not live in faith. It's called being lukewarm. And we go through season after season of our life where we're not in faith. So the thing that I want to encourage you to do, and the thing that I want this team to stand for, is I want the clarity of thought being that, hey, our achievements are going to be many. Why? Because the more we're challenged to make sure we're living in faith, achievements follow, fruit follows. But you just have to know that this is truth. You want to be told, well done, good and faithful servant, not well done, good and fruitful servant. Okay, that's not the way the verse goes. It's well done, good and faithful servant. And so what we want to challenge you to do is we want to challenge you to live in faith. Are you in faith for your personal production? How many applications do you want to write this week? I want you to get in faith right now that you're going to write those applications. I want you to get in faith by speaking out loud. I'm going to write 5 applications this week. It's going to get done. I'm going to figure out how to write 5 applications this week. I'm going to work my tail off. I'm going to make my dials. I'm going to talk to people. I'm probably going to talk to some rude people. I'm going to talk to some nice people, but I'm going to do what I'm going to control my controllables to write 5 applications. And in faith, I've already written 5 applications this week. In faith, I accept that. I give thanks for it. Now I'm going to go make it happen. Okay. And so in faith, living in faith. Number 6, we need you to move. What's your next step? We just need you to know your next step, or we need you to raise your hand and go, hey, I'm not really sure what my next step is. Okay. Okay. We don't need anybody not knowing what their next step is. Okay. Number 7, let's fight for one more. Okay, guys, let me see. So we've got 28 people on this call. Do you guys know last week we hit 30, I think, 31? Okay, so we've got 28. Where are those people? Okay, I do know one texted me before the call, and her mom is actually having surgery. So, but do you guys understand how we fight for one more? I'm not asking you to necessarily build a team. But I am asking for you to understand that the goal of this team is to grow and for us to have somebody in every single community. So as we help you reach your financial goals, consider helping us reach our team goals. Invite somebody. You probably know somebody right now that you feel like every time you talk to them, they're complaining about the lack of money. Maybe they're complaining about the lack of passion, the lack of liking what they do. Why don't you just offer like, hey, like I'll send you a link Tuesday night at 8:00 Eastern time. Like you can jump on, but who knows? Maybe this industry is what you're looking for. All I'm saying is to invite them. Success is getting leads. Every single week, get your leads. Number 2, make your dials. Number 3, set your appointments. And number 4 is what? What is number 4? This is where I think a lot of people miss it. A lot of people think number 4 is writing applications, making money. And here's what I will argue. That's not right. Because some of you guys, you will have your best weeks and you won't write any applications. But the work that you did that week will actually propel you to actually have your incredible. Okay, so what's the process? Get leads, make dials, set appointments. Number 4, build your pipeline of maybes. Every single week that you live and you work in faith, you want to be able to look back and go, I may not have written any applications, but what's my pipeline? You want to make, if you will make sure your pipeline gets healthier every single week, you are positioning yourself to be an incredible producer. And here's the thing, when you become an incredible producer, people are going to want to know, like, what are you saying to people? How are you handling objections? And you're going to look at them and you're going to go, oh my gosh. And you're going to have a realization that none of that matters, because you're going to think back to, I remember when John corrected me, and see, I thought I was a failure because I wasn't writing any applications. But I started looking at my success or failure not as writing applications, but it's just making sure that every single week I build a bigger pipeline. I build a bigger number of people I can drip on. Guys, if you're working ethos leads, you're working a group of people that, listen, here's what I think I know about ethos leads. Number one, they went to ethos and started a life insurance application. Number two, they didn't finish it. So guess what? Number three, I'm starting to feel like number three is that a lot of these people are procrastinators. A lot of these people do not finish what they start. Perhaps. Could that be? Could that be why they no show? Could that be why they don't? Could that be why they don't ever feel like they're? Could it be? Well, so here's the thing. How awesome is it if we look at building our pipeline each week and we drip on them? We sent, guys, I probably sent 20 text messages last night watching the football game. And guys, don't ask what the text said. The text was probably not good. I will tell you, in my phone scripts recently, I looked at JK2 last week. I was making dials at his apartment, and I looked at JK2, and I got off a phone call, and I looked at him and I said, that was awful. Like that was freaking awful. And I looked at John and he was like he knew it was awful. His dog Rivers knew it was awful. But I didn't care. I've built my whole career on being awful. Like it was just not good. But stop thinking you've got to be like perfect in that. Okay. All righty. So the success is get leads, make dials, set appointments, build your pipeline. Okay. Those are just some things I wanted to mention. Those are some things that I want to keep reminding us as we go throughout the first quarter. This first quarter of 26 is so important to us. This first quarter of 26 is so important to us. So I want to wrap up today. I want to, and maybe JK2 can split screen, but Claudia runs mortgage protection virtual office, or more of a life insurance virtual office. She's probably working a lot of her existing clients. Casey, 1000% ethos. So ladies first, Claudia, how are you? And can you kind of give us an update on your virtual office from last week? Maybe what was really good, maybe what maybe this week we need to get better at.
Hey, good morning, John, and good morning to my Cornerstone family. Um, basically my virtual office, a lot of us want to go back to the mortgage protection. However, we're not getting mortgage protection leads yet. So we're not going to be sitting here waiting. We got to keep working, right? So we are in a mix of, mortgage protection, ethos leads, calling the book of business. A lot of the agents that are hanging out with us are more experienced agents, John. So that's basically, and like we're having a great time. Like Lisa's there, Stanley's there, Duntry's there, Tyler's there. There's a lot of top agents in there. And like my goal is that out of that virtual office this week, just between those 5 agents, we should submit it over, 20 to 30,000. I will just say over $30,000 between those 5 agents. Okay. That's just like speaking to existence, because, and the beauty of it, we're learning from one another. We're literally just learning from one another. and trying different types of leads. I think honestly, with everybody that was there last week, I think everybody was trying a different type of leads, John. I just placed a big lead order with Ethos today that I'm going to be dialing, just because, again, I don't have mortgage protection leads in my hands yet. But here's the reality: a lead is a name and a number, right? They did not fill a form asking to get a free vacuum. They did not fill a form, want to purchase, I don't know, whatever. They, independent if it is a ethos, a mortgage protection, they want a life insurance. Okay, and this is the important. Yeah, the phone script might be a little bit different, but our mentality and our attitude is still the same, independent of the type of leads. So, come and work, just either with me or with Casey, just come and work. Like, one thing that I loved about the leaders call on Friday is we helped one another, right? Like, we were talking with an agent that was having a hard time, and I told her, like, listen, you want us to listen to one of your appointment, let me know, I will jump in and help. Our goal as leaders, John, is get Cornerstone to number one again, right? So if you need help, don't stay in an island by yourself. Just say, hey, I need help. If you post on a group me, I need help. It doesn't matter if you're dialing mortgage protection or ethos leads. One of us leader are going to help. But we don't have a magic ball that we can kind of figure out what do you need. Just ask for help, because in this business, John, I've been with you for 17 years. Like, one of the greatest friends that I have in my life came from this business, that we got to know each other, we build a relationship, being there for one another. So don't, like, this is a lonely business because you're working from home most of the time, but you shouldn't feel that you are alone, because you have a group of people there to help you. Okay, so independent which Zoom you're gonna join, which one you're gonna work with, if you need help, if it is the phone script, ask for help. Record yourself. Okay. Keep track of the dials, the no, the yes, because, John, your numbers will tell where is the problem, right? If you're speaking with 10 people and booking one appointment, we know is the script. If you are speaking with 10 and booking A, but you're sitting with 4 and closing on, we know is the presentation. So keep track of your numbers, because when you keep track of your numbers and you're talking with your growing upline, when you're talking with one of the leaders, we can figure out where you need help.
Yeah.
Okay, so treat this as a business. Don't treat this as a gig. You're gonna get out what you put it in. So, like, even me, when I'm dialing, I'm keeping track. Why, John? Because I can notice, like, Claudia, you're not focused. Like, you totally not focused. Okay, you're talking to people, not booking appointments. So, the way that we are doing in our Zoom, John, we meet at 9 a.m. on Monday morning to pray. We pray for a week, we pray for Cornerstone, we pray for our agents, we pray for our leads. This is what we do on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Anyone that want to join us, please join us. It's totally fine. And we work. We just, nobody's showing up to hear us dial, so we turn the camera off and we work. If I see the Lisa look frustrated, we just unmute a little bit, like, hey, Lisa, how it is? If it's Stanley, is having too much fun, we just ask him, like, hey, what are you doing? You just wrote another app. So that's what we do. Like, for us, our Zoom is like, we are accountable for one another and we're showing up to work. There's no play. There's no play. It's work. That's basically what we're doing, John.
Love it. Love it. So proud of you, Claudia. Love your leadership. So Casey Gregory, Mr. 22,000, the Bionic Man, the Hulkster. So talk to us about your week in your virtual office. Did you have some good people plugging in?
We did. We had a good handful of folks who are really looking to move their business fast. People who want to move their fast will be on this call with the Ethos leads in particular. People are ready to write business. We'll be on this call, camera on, leads in hand, ready to go. We can do a round robin deal where I'll call for an hour and then somebody else can call for 30 minutes and we just go around there. One, it gets everybody experience. The other is if you really want to see where you are in your business, this will expose where you are. And you should know Because if you're not where you need to be, you're going to get better here. It's like, taking ground balls, if you get on this call and you make dials, you're going to get better because that's all I ever did was make dials and say the same thing over and over again. I want to say something about your pipeline. I guess it was almost half of the people that I wrote last week were people that I talked to in June and July. Just so you know.
That's it.
We utilize the lead to client system, drips on them. I get a list every morning from my lovely wife here that says these people have indicated that they're ready to talk. And so I'll be calling them today, setting appointments or trying to write them on the spot. And no, we're looking for everybody who's ready to move and move fast. And so I think it's going well. I think it's great.
So you just I don't know if I heard you right. Is Anne-Marie actually calling and setting some appointments for you?
No, our lead to client system is
I got you.
highlighting those. Yeah, and she's just letting me know who it is that I need to reach out to.
Perfect. So Casey, this ethos, man, like I was watching some of the football this weekend and the Boomer Esiason ethos commercial kept playing.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any end to that lead source. I don't think there's any end to the amount of people that log on and go through that process and
Right.
don't complete it, abandon cart.
Every time that commercial came on, we did a cheer, I think. Like, thanks.
Love it. Love it. It's just so duplicatable.
It is. And just, Mondays are a little different just for anybody who wants to plug in that's listening here. We're going to start today at 3, and then we're going to go through 7 o'clock. Mondays are a little different. And then tomorrow, of course, as soon as the gold standard call is over, we'll go until 12, and then we'll take a break and then start again. So that's worked really well. Monday through Thursday. Thursday's a half, and people have been writing apps. Look at Eva and I have been doing it. There's going to be some others that you will see very soon. They're starting to drop, and I think our attendance will pick up because people will be winning.
Yeah. That's it. And that's what we want every single person when they join this team, when they get their life insurance license, they get appointed with a few carriers. So there's only one set of success principles. That there's not a set of success principles that work for NFL players that don't work for us or vice versa. Okay. Mm-hmm. There's one set of success principles. And here's the thing, and it's not that I'm saying that we're the only team in life insurance that does this, but I want to cut all the clutter. Like there's no hero worship. There's no like you plug into some of those teams and they've got a charismatic leader and it's almost like like we want you to worship our charismatic leader. And guys, I think that's dangerous. I think that's dangerous. I think as long as we teach success principles, as long as we understand that every single person has the ability to be great. So it's like so our top producers right now, they're our top producers because they've been through the process that you're going through. Mm-hmm. And so we want every single person to be in their process. Now, you're going to get through that process on your own time. We're never going to compare you to anybody else. We're never, ever, ever, good or bad. It's just not fair. It's not fair to ever compare anybody. So if you're in competition, be in competition with yourself. Be in competition with who you were yesterday. We want you to grow. We want you to become better. We want you to become the type of person you dream of becoming. Yeah. And like I said in my message this morning that I typed out, for those of you guys listen, if you ever get tired of getting my messages, just send me a text. I'll stop. But I have things on my heart when I wake up and I start my reading. Sometimes it hits me earlier than others, but I try to create a message every single morning that's designed to really feed your spirit. It may be more business oriented, it may be more spiritual oriented, it may be more, but it's designed to help you grow, because our whole goal here is to get your best, and getting your best is helping you to become your best. And so everybody has that type of person that you dream of becoming. Hopefully you've got examples in your life of who those people are that you're like, hey, I'd love for a certain part of my life to be like theirs. Or, it's always good to have heroes in life that you see, and hey, I'd love to grow to be more like this person.